announced the death or the passing away of founding president early hours of Sunday, 9th of February, and that is when I sort of followed the announcement on TV, and thereafter, of course, we have been seeing, sharing of messages through text and also social medias that people were also sharing this announcement. And also calls that have been coming through, and that is was a very shocking. And also as a man that always had shown strength and resilience, he will come through this difficult, when he was in hospital. So it was really during that time that we received this sad news of the passing away of the founding president. So it was through that time.
Now, yesterday, as we were driving around, we have observed that the streets of Swakopmund and Walvis Bay alike were very quiet. It seemed as if people have moved out of these two towns, and the towns were left as ghost town. How did the residents of Erongo region react to this news?
Yeah, like any other person in the Republic of Namibia, really this news was shocking. It was sad. It's a sad news, and you could also observe a sober environment within Walvis and Swago in the region itself. Yesterday at the church services around town, you could hear the announcement and the moment of silence and respecting the passing away of our. This morning, you could also see again an announcement that has been making at the different schools, and moments of silence that have been observed. Also, just in recognition and respect of our founding president, and the mood also around town at areas in town where people also you see less movement. Those that had gatherings, were not really in a good mood. They were so it was really a quiet and a very shocking environment, a mood by the people of the region, because of the importance that he has made in the contribution to the general Namibia, and also in particular person-to-person life in Namibia. So it was really a sad, sober mood that one could is observing since yesterday. In
Now, as you have already made it clear that it was a sober morning, Governor, many people knows him as, in their own words, some call him the fallen giant, some call him the liberation striker father. How did you know him personally, and how can you best describe him, and what were some of the encounters you had with him?
Yes. President of Saba Party, first president of the Republic of Namibia, and that is how we have seen him. But of course, I had my first encounter with him in 2012 when I was president of NANSO, when we went to visit him at the founding president's office. I led a delegation of NANSO, of the leadership of NANSO, also just to share with him in terms of the activeness and the activities of NANSO, and also the General Student Council that we were organizing, because we wanted we're actually inviting him to officiate at the General Student Council. And at that meeting, there are really some of the things that we have engaged with, and some things that are really passionate to him is, for example, he encouraged us to speak or to share with the general students that the importance studies such as science and technology are very important, and we need to encourage that our young people must get into those studies so that they benefit to be in the value have, because we need to form part of the of the value chain of our natural resources. The other also is the importance of advancing female comrades into leadership positions, and I think there he also shared with us that it is important that first we must protect our females, and also ensure that they are advancing the leadership position because of the respect and the importance that he has towards the female comrades, and then also one of the issues that he shared with us is to ensure that we have a protection towards kids. We must always, at all times, ensure that our kids are taken care of. So he shared which remember that discussion that we had. That visit that we had was about 2 hours visit that the NANSO leadership had with the founding president, and we were very much fortunate, really, to share those activities or those sharing moments. The other encounter that I had with him, of course, was after in official capacity as governor, where he was. We are also very lucky as the region of Erongo. He was a resident of Erongo. He had a house in Handisby and also in Wafelsby. So whenever he's here, we would also have that opportunity just to sit down and share with him. And he will also just always talk about the importance of our history and the importance of really making sure that our people, especially the Namibians, take center stage in the development of the country. I remember also 2 years ago, I accompanied late President Hage Geingob, the Speaker Kashavivi, and the former during December to the late founding president in Handisby, and I think it was also a very historical visit to me, because there was a time that because I had to go there, the late president, and wait for the late president, and I was in the room, just the two of us, and we engaged, and he was really also talking about the importance of our natural resources and the importance of making sure that we live together as Namibians, and so it was really some of those encounters that we had, and I think as a country we have seen the passionate leadership that he had in terms of ensuring that Namibia is advanced. And I think one of the issues that one can also remember is because of the liberation struggle, he led the liberation struggle. He sacrificed. Namibia or SWAPO party was the enemy to many and a friend to few, and he solicited that support to ensure that we are forging a better war against the imperialists in the country. And it was his leadership that really during that time that we could see made SWAPO and Namibia to be a friend to many, and that is one thing that one is remembering. And then, of course, at independence, as a first president, coming out a political instability and fightings and enemies of people within one country, he came up with, led the policy of national reconciliation to ensure that, we build the country together, we move together as a country. And that was, I can imagine, was not really an easy thing because, issues of trust within the leadership and so on, he had to really be steadfast in ensuring that, we all move together. And of course, the slogan of One Namibia, One Nation is one of those that really he was passionate about, and it's because he wanted to see people within the Namibian country to really see that they are part of it and they own the development of the country. And then also the other aspect that we also need to remember as we are mourning the death of our founding president is Vision 2030. It's for him to see that we need to build Namibia and to and advance Namibia as an industrialized country, which he really so much wished to see, and that is really also something that we have seen.
Well, Governor, is there any plans or programs for people to gather around certain areas in Swakopmund, Walvis Bay, and rest of the region, or will that be communicated later on?
Yes, because it's a national leader, it's a hero of Namibia, is not only also important to Namibia but to Africa and also the world. So we need to give a befitting farewell to our founding president, leader of the Namibian Revolution, and that I think as a region we have we surely have plans to put to give the respect to our founding president, but we are going to announce all those activities that we are planning to have. But we'll fairly, share the information with the public in the whole region. But it's indeed, in our plan.
Well, that's the governor of Erongo region sharing on how he felt when he was with the late founding president and some of the memories that he shared with us. Well, that's it from me, Stefan Irap, and the camera operator, Isto Shilongo. Over to you.